So one of my friend, Mr. Deepak Amrutkar, paid 3 lakh rupees to the builder for booking a flat in the month of March 12. No transaction agreement were made with them. That time the building was under construction. Now the completion has received and now he wants to complete the transaction. Now he wants to save the service tax liability. Can he do that?
No, for me either you are alive or dead. But I have declared that you are alive. That means the tax is not payable. You don't need any medicine to be alive.
Me?
What I have explained, that sale of a flat which is under construction cannot be subject to service tax. This is my view. Now there is no need for service tax.
But there is a better charge.
What you want to say that initial payment of 3 lakhs we can ignore and say that only a fresh transaction and enter into and whether I can save service tax or not.
Exactly.
But I am saying that it is not taxable.
It's not taxable. At least.
That is my view. That is not what the world is following.
It is not forward.
What the builders are doing.
Builders are getting. Only my question is that we definitely welcome your say that there should not be any tax on this flat construction. I'm also of that opinion, but facts are very different. And the builder is asking him, my question is that when he is taxing for him on service tax and completion has been received. So after completion, if he enters into that transaction, because prior to this payment of 3 lakh
If you can establish this is a fresh transaction, there will be no tax after completion.
Yes. So builder suggested him to have another name. Instead of
it is a way of avoiding tax.
So can it be done?
No, if you can establish, it can be done.
Oh, or always you have to do it. Thank you.
Sir, my query is regarding the air ticketing. Air India itself, if say any person is an agent or say travel agent, he books a ticket with Air India. He says ticket of 100 rupees. He pays to Air India 100 rupees. He collects from the customer 100 rupees and books the ticket. Later on at the end number, Air India issues him commission for 2 rupees after deducting TDS. So according to view expressed by you, it is a sale and purchase of ticket and 2 rupees should be taken as a profit. But when TDS is deducted under the income tax,
Actually, Air India should not deduct TDS because when you are selling to somebody, how can you say that he is an agent and entitled to commission?
but
Yes.
Pacific India,
And if that is a wrong practice, actually, this TDS should not be there.
so can we call it a sale of ticket?
It's a discount. It's discount on sale of ticket.
Sorry, how Air India?
They are not doing.
Sir, in case of this NCTR judgment, Supreme Court latest judgment covering this K. Raja, it appears that the K. Raja's shadow is cast on that judgment, and therefore whatever the conclusion has been arrived. Now, my question is, there are 2 or 3 main propositions that the point at the time of incorporation of the goods, there is a point of taxation for the purpose of levy of tax. Secondly, unless and until the buyer enters into the picture, there is no service, there is no sales vehicle. Now, in absence of any mechanism, so far, how this can be implemented, and until it is implemented, what will be the situation of sale of the flats apparently sale of the goods in construction of flats is concerned. And the second question is, will such kind of this judgment have any implication on the service tax on sale of flats?
Service tax is a better putting, but the language they have made it worse. The earlier language there is some living provision. Now it is not there. In sales tax also there is no mechanism to find out what is the extent of construction. Because if something has been constructed up to a point, there is no mechanism. So one can challenge that unless without mechanism we cannot pay tax. But we are subject to litigation.
Till then it will remain in limbo.
No, I don't know. The department will not leave you.
Sir, my query is regarding the sale of tax, service tax. In Maharashtra, recreational value is declared or changed every on 1st of January. So in month of January, when he wants to purchase a flat or shop, he has to buy a stamp which are valid for 4 months. If any customer, any buyer purchase the flat in month of December, having no idea about purchase of flat, and in month of April or say January, February, he purchased the flat with the builder and he said that it is a purchase after completion of the building. So whether service tax authorities can say it is a booking of flat and how you have purchased the flat prior to any builder you are aware. So is it arguable case or litigation?
You should ask the department. They will decide whether it is litigation.
So what can we argue that there was no builder made stamp purchase because 25% rate is different. So it affects so much and stamp duty is to go by the buyer. So 25% cost is a much cost. 1.5% or 2% our total value. So because this is a
You argue that nothing is payable.
So you have mentioned about actionable claims. Whatever is intangible, whatever is not capable of possession is actionable claim. On the other hand, we also understand that there are intangibles which are actually property, like rights and right, like copyright. Rights and right, in the sense that it is against the whole world. So, how do we reconcile the two? If they are property, and property is goods, of course, actionable claims also are goods. How do I distinguish? Just because it is intangible, it becomes actionable claim. I'm a little confused on this.
Actually, the definition of actionable claim makes it clear that it is incapable of possession. You cannot possess intangibles. So even if intangible right is transferable, it may be right in rent, it's still an intangible. So intangibles, in my view, all intangibles are actionable, intangible property.
I don't need to much. I don't need to do anything in case I own it. In case I own a property, whether tangible or intangible, I don't need to. I don't have a claim. I own it. So can I distinguish in that fashion? In the sense that I own something.
Actionable claims are owned. They are owned. They are not only that you have to go and claim it. They are owned. They are recognized. And still they will not be subject to VAT because it is not incapable. Lottery tickets, even though it has some physical paper is there, but it's a right. So that was held to be not subject to sales tax. But in that judgment, that geographical location argument was not there. By tradition, it has never been subject to tax. That is what the Supreme Court said. But this is also an appropriate argument that we cannot apply any tax law, sales tax law in India, whether CST or local VAT, to actionable claims.
Last question.
Okay, thank you. Sir, again, this is little different one. One of my client is having a hotel. It's partly air conditioned and your license is there. He has given it for conducting to a Shakti and Shakti is paying him monthly charges for that organizing. So my question is, about this monthly premium is getting, what amount, whether service tax will be applicable and under what category.
This is renting.
See, conducting license,
Huh?
Hotel management.
hotel management concern, conducting license.
Hotel?
Hotel, the entire complete hotel has been given on conducting license because the effective license of running the hotel cannot be given on transfer. But he has given in under a conducting license. It's generally given in the city of
Is
Nashik.
it only immovable property or more than that?
It is more than that. See,
What
what
are
selling of liquor, etc., food, etc., that is also to be sold in the hospital, in that hotel.
What about employees?
Employees that person will manage, the city will manage. The entire staff will be of these.
Only immovable property and license.
Only involved property is not given, conducting license of that, only license is given.
Property is not given.
Property is not given.
Only license.
Property is only for use. The complete infrastructure he has given, but conducting license is given. Not in under rent agreement.
Whatever may agreement, possession has been given of the property.
Possession has been-
Right to use has been passed on.
Right to use.
Along with some license.
And,
Along with some license.
correct,
So property plus license.
correct.
So this is renting.
So there will be charge.
For how long?
It is given for 5 years. 5 years.
In my view, when you keep property for 5 years,
Yeah.
the transaction happens at the beginning.
Yes, it has happened.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
The transfer, that transaction is transfer of the right to occupy the premises for 5 years.
Right.
This is one time transfer of the right. Now when you transfer a right here, right is also actionable claim, is a property. It's also immovable property.
Yeah.
Leasing of immovable property is a separate chapter in transfer of property. So it's a transfer of property. So when you are transacting as transfer of property, it's a case of sale. Sale of a right. Now when you transfer a property, after that, you don't have to underdo any activity. So there is no value addition after entering into this arrangement. So the concept of service as value addition by doing an undertaking an activity, which is there in All India Tax Federation case. This is absent. Now these arguments were raised before Delhi High Court and many other high courts. They said no, renting is taxable, but actually it's a transaction in transfer of property. So transaction in transfer of property cannot be service. You have to go to the Supreme Court. It is all these things are pending there.
Well, friends, we know that the queries are never ending. Even if we keep on continuing for 2 more hours on the same topic, the queries will continue. Well, friends, so we are coming to the end of the first technical session. Before giving a very good vote of thanks, we would like to felicitate the group leaders who have taken much efforts in studying the issue and delivering on the same with the group and reporting it to the paper writer. I'll spell out the names. From Diwali we have Mr. G.V. Satyanarayan. From Vijayawada, I request Mr. Sahu please offer a memento to Mr. Satyanarayan. From the Mastani group, we have CA Akhil Kedia. And from the Parwari group, Mr. Kaustubh Kherna from India. coming to the task of the well-deserved vote of thanks, Mr. Sabu has not only meticulously analyzed the various issues involved in the composite transactions of VAT and service tax. He has also given us a few guidelines regarding that we have to read the contract as a whole and not just reading between the lines as we like to read in between the lines. Don't just read between the lines and pay the tax. Read the contract as a whole. And he has given us some very radical thoughts regarding the travel agents, regarding builders and developers, and lastly regarding the renting. Well, these views are the other views which he had told that he would be giving other views apart from the views which were discussed in the group. He has done a marvelous task. I request you to please carry out very well. We will take a short break of 10 minutes and reassemble for the second paper. Thank you.